Hola everybody! So I'm sitting in my car and I decided this would be a good time to share with you guys what I went through to become a real estate agent here in Texas, and how you too can do the same thing if you're looking into it, and just kind of, the things that I wish somebody had told me when I began the process of getting my license. So let's backtrack. Why did I decide to become a real estate agent? Well, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad in 2014, and that kind of made me realize, well, what investing do I want to get into? How do I want to build this generational wealth that I read so often about? What's the steps to that? And I kind of did some introspection and realized that as a kid, I always was, making my sisters pay me rent to live in their own rooms, and they had to pay me bills. Like, I made them pay me their water bill and their electricity bill and all that good stuff too. So I thought, maybe I might go into real estate. This might be something for me. So that was kind of the determining factor. I went ahead and finished up my degree in liberal studies at Arizona State University and graduated this past December 2016. And then I was like, all right, let's move back home to Dallas in Texas and get your real estate license and go from there. So I went about it a little bit differently, probably than most people. I started interviewing with brokers before I even found a school to take my classes at. And so that you can have a little bit of better understanding, it takes, you have to have 180 hours, so that's about 6 30-hour classes in order to get your license here in Texas. And that is everything from, you take 2 principles classes, one on law of agency, one on law of contracts, one on promulgated contracts, finance, like all this great stuff. So it's very thorough, and to my knowledge, Texas has you have to have the most education here in order to get your license. So something to be proud of, I would say, anyways. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. So that's the education requirement. So before I even knew that, I figured I would interview with brokers, because after you take your classes, you apply and you take your exam, and then you have to decide, okay, well, who's going to sponsor me as an agent? Yes, you're an agent, but you need a broker to sponsor you. And a broker, in order to become a broker, you have to have been an agent, a sales agent, and practicing for at least 4 years, and then take an additional amount of education to do that, which we'll talk about maybe another day in another video when I become a broker. But I'm not a broker yet, so I couldn't tell you. So I started interviewing with brokers. I met with some of the big names, and was just kind of trying to find a place for myself. And I thought it would be great to start working in the real estate business before I got my license, so that I could have some firsthand experience. I found a brokerage that I thought was just oh so great, and then later down the line, I'm grateful. Let me correct myself. So it was a great place. I met many wonderful people, and I learned so much. But at the same time, my values did not align with the broker's values, and so I knew that I needed to find a place where I would be able to be my true self and would be allowed to do business the way that I wanted to do business, and be encouraged to do that. And so that's something that I encourage all of you to do as well, is do research on your brokers. Make sure, one, that you know your values and what it is that you're looking for out of this. What are your goals? What are you looking to accomplish? And find a broker that aligns with that. That's the biggest part. So I found a broker, didn't like it, then ended up getting in school, and I did my classes through Train Agents Online. I should be able to have a link to their website where you can find it. I did it there because honestly it was the cheapest, and they paid for my exam, and I could do everything online, and that's kind of how I like to do things. So when it comes to choosing a school, I know this is kind of backwards since I just talked about being a broker, but anyways, when it comes to picking a school, make sure that you're looking for a school that serves your learning style. So if you need to be in class, I recommend Champions. They're great. Like I know so many people who have gone through their program and successfully passed their exam the first time. So that's a great program. There's many other schools. You can even go through the community colleges and get financial aid if you'd like to go that route. And you'll also get an associate's at the same time. So be open to the many different options. And then lastly, I have to say, so after you've gone through class and you've found your broker that you want to be with, be ready to work and to work for free. Don't misunderstand. Real estate agents, I've learned, they make good money, but they work for their money. And oftentimes, when it comes to looking at it in an hourly pay, it's not much, because we're providing a service, and so you should be willing to provide the service for free, and not even just for free. You could even say negative, because you're going to be paying for many things just to get to the point where you can close on a house. So yeah, so that's my little tidbit. I can answer any questions that you may have about becoming a real estate agent here in Texas. If you want to have more questions, or you want to talk to me about anything in particular as far as being a real estate agent here, I would love to hear them. Drop them in the comment section. Excuse my face. I know I look sweaty. I'm about to go volunteer with some kids, so they don't mind. And y'all have a wonderful day.